I used to be pretty inconsistent. About a year or two ago, I would start a new habit and I'd stick to it for, 4 or 5 days, and then I'd fail it for a couple of days, and then I'd get back onto it. I was always switching on and off, always falling off self-improvement and locking back in. But now that's completely changed. I've been more consistent than ever, especially this year. My consistency has just skyrocketed. And so the reason I named this video how I stayed consistent for 140 days, titled this video, sorry, is because of the screenshot here. This is from Memrise, which is a language learning app that I use for learning Danish, and we hit 140 days yesterday. Now, some other things here: published content on this YouTube channel in the last 9 days, 71 shorts, 38 long form videos, 8 live streams. I'm most proud of the videos because if you do the math, it comes out to about 3 long form videos per week. And I've been doing that for a very long time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also 26-day streak on Duolingo. I didn't start Duolingo till 26 days ago, so that's pretty good so far. And these are my October habits. As you can see, I'm not perfect. I'm not getting 100% perfect streaks and everything. And that's actually a topic for another video. I don't think you should be 100% achieving all of your habits, because then you're just not setting your habits high enough. You're not really improving with your habits, and you don't need to write down those habits because they've already become habits, right? As you can see here though, daily workout has been pretty consistent, and we've only missed 2 days of Danish. So how do you stay consistent on your habits? Well, I have 3 steps, so let's go straight into the first one, which is make a habit tracker. Now this might sound simple, but it is so powerful. I've been using a habit tracker for a very long time, since the end of 2024, I believe. So you could either make a physical habit tracker, make a digital habit tracker on, it could be Notion or Excel even, or you could use an app. There's plenty of habit tracking apps. And it also depends on the habit, because it might use an app that already has a built-in streak function. For example, you're trying to learn a language on Duolingo, then it already has the little streak. So that's number 1, pretty simple step. Number 2 is make your habits simple. They don't have to be easy, but they shouldn't be overly complicated. The more complicated your habits are, the less likely you are to do them, because every day you wake up and you won't be excited to do them because you think like, oh, there's so much work to do just to finish this one habit. I'm just going to skip it for today. Or you come to the end of the day and it's too late to start it because you don't have enough time for it. So don't make it too complicated. Your habit should be something you can realistically do each day. So for example, if you've never done push-ups, it wouldn't make sense to make a habit of 100 push-ups per day. I know that's kind of an extreme example, but hopefully the point is there. Number 3, have a purpose behind your habits. This is extremely important, because yes, of course, you can make your habits simple. You can put the habit tracker on your wall, but what's the point of those habits? You need to actually know what's the point of those habits. Don't just watch videos online, like self-improvement videos, and they tell you a bunch of habits to do. Don't just do them for the sake of doing them because someone who's into self-improvement told you to do them. Like, do habits that you actually want to do and figure out why you actually want to do them. You should have a purpose with your habits. Um, like, there's so many times I'll see videos about self-improvement habits you should do. And some of them I do actually do, but it's never from the videos. It's always just what actually is working for my life. What do I actually want to do? Um, and sometimes there are things that I'll just try for a couple of days. Like I will try a few of them. Like, oh, everyone's talking about meditation. Let me actually try that. Which that's actually true. I have been trying meditation. Pretty soon I'll get to a 365-day streak of that someday, in about a year from now. Anyway, so ask yourself questions like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to make this thing into a habit? So for example, learning Danish. I have a habit of learning Danish for 20 minutes each day. Actually, that was a bad example because that's already kind of a niche habit. Okay, meditation. I have a habit of doing meditation each day, just like 1 or 2 minutes. pretty small for now. It's not actually on my physical habit tracker. I just have an app that tracks it. So why am I actually doing that? Honestly, it's just because I want to try it out. I've heard so many people talk about it in the self-improvement space, and I just want to see if it actually helps. And then if it is helping and I do like it, then I'll add it to my physical habit tracker and put the time that I actually want to do it. Because honestly, some people say, an hour a day, and I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I'm sure you get lots of benefits. I don't care. I don't want to meditate for an hour. So, so you can still decide what you actually want to do. But yeah, so for meditation, why am I doing it? I really just want to try it out. Why do you want to make this thing into habit? Well, um, if I do make it into a habit, that's because I will have tried it for a little while and kind of succeeded with it. So the app that I'm using is just this one called Medito, which I think is just like a big meditation app. And the streak that we're on right now is just 3 days, and my longest is 5 days. It's pretty short. I'm just testing it, and if I like it, then I'll add it to my physical habit tracker. The more you know why you want to actually do a habit, the more likely you are to stick with it. So yeah, just again, have purpose behind your habits. This is super important. So yeah, that is basically how I've been staying consistent. Obviously, there is probably more that I could talk about, but I don't want to make this video too long. Um, if you guys like watching videos about consistency and learning more about consistency and how to be more consistent, make sure to subscribe because I'll probably be making more videos like this. And I am also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And yeah, with that being said, let's go wrap up this video. As always, you're capable. Make the choice to keep improving.